The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. Trade over 17,000 markets with extended trading hours on key US shares and competitive spreads, all on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.
And of course, just listing in the last couple of minutes, our time, is a new IPO, DigiCo, has come up and surprised everyone how quickly this float has come about. It is massive. Adam Dawes, this is the new data centre play, isn't it?
That's right, yeah, absolutely. And potentially one of the largest IPOs behind Guzman Gomez, I think.
Yep, absolutely.
As far as an IPO is concerned for Australia, and sort of just getting in before the end of the year. So that's great as well. Looking like it's going to be a little bit of a positive one as well. We did look at this and we had a lot of investor interest in it as well. They are going to need to purchase more data assets, and that's the whole idea for this IPO, is to get those data assets and push that through. So
they've got Global Switch, haven't they bought, which is the foundation.
Yes.
Cost them $2 billion, raising a lot more, for these new data centres. This is out of HomeCo, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
The HomeCo REIT group.
The REIT group, and he's done really well. Yeah. They've done very, very well out of it and built a really successful business on the back of really sort of just looking at the trends and the themes that are going on. And I think that's those data centre trends and themes are going to carry us through to 2025, definitely.
Okay, so issue price $5. It's come on the market just above that.
Just above that, yeah.
As you'd expect, all the supporting brokers are keeping it up there. How do you think it will settle?
I think it should be positive today with that AI theme that's coming through. I think that's the key. Overall, it's going to have to buy these other data centres or acquire these at a really good price, and that's going to be the keys, to have that margin and get the right pricing for all of those. But then going on from that, it's all about megawatts. It's all about the usage and how much usage they're going to have. And that's only time will tell to sort of see those customers coming in and how that's going to work out. But overall, it does look like a really good idea, a deal. So I'm a hold at the moment for it, as it's just come on. We need to get some more information. We need to see the trading volumes. We need to see these things. But it's great to see an IPO that's coming on with a little bit of strength.
Because we've had, apart from Guzman Gomez, no IPOs. It's been terrible for the market.
It has.
The last 2 years. So you want a couple of positive ones.
Absolutely.
To get people thinking about and confidence in the market.
Plus also, we've had so many companies that have just gone off the boards this year. You know, we've lost some really good companies this year. So to get one that's come back on with a positive theme, I think is really, really important for our market.
And sort of AI is the big thing, of course. Apple updated its software this week for the inclusion of AI, which is a massive step forward. The only problem, the thing I have an issue with is just the energy usage.
It's massive.
It's 10, use of, say, an AI search uses 10 times more energy than a normal Google search.
So what we're seeing is very large companies, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, all of those guys looking at alternative asset sources, which is the uranium side of things.
Having their own mini nuclear power plants.
SMRs, the small medium reactors, that will basically be putting in there to fund, to power this. But really, at the end of the day, they can't wait for governments to make this thing happen. They have to do it themselves. And I think that's been really, really important, to look at that and to understand how it's all going to work, because they just need the power. They need it, and they need it now. And so that's such a huge theme going forward.
Places like Ireland are limiting the import of AI chips for fear of what it's going to do to their grid. Could bring down their electricity grid. Here we are, try to be carbon neutral, and we've got the electrification of the world coming up. It's extraordinary.
Absolutely. And quantum computing as well. That's a whole other thing. But
I've got to get my head around that.
Absolutely.
So a hold on DigiCo for you.
Yeah, it's a hold at the moment, yes.
Well, I would probably agree with that. I'd probably actually put a slight bias to the buy side on DigiCo, I have to say. It just gives us another option in terms of the data center market. And clearly, you know, it's the biggest IPO of the year, so it's kind of a big event. It's come on with, I wouldn't say a flurry, but at least it's come on at a premium, which is good. So
That's our stock of the day.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Trade over 12,000 shares and ETFs, including major tech giants with extended hours on an award-winning platform. Get started at ig.com.